Congratulations on becoming a father. At Dad's Uni, we believe that every man has the potential within them to become a wonderful father to his children. Dad's Uni aims to provide practical biblical training to help young men in growing their families God's way. We hope you find these simple teachings to be both encouraging and informative. Remember, if you enjoy our teachings, please subscribe and like our podcasts and share them with someone else who also might benefit. Don't forget to check out our free ebooks and blogs on our dadsuni.com website. God bless. John Nolan. Dad's Uni.
Step number 1. Believing in the calling of fatherhood.
Great dads believe in the calling of fatherhood. The first time I set eyes on my firstborn child, I had a personal epiphany, a moment that carried such a depth of clarity and emotion as to be unforgettable. My wife and I were in the delivery room of the Gold Coast Hospital after a long and exhausting labor, and then suddenly my son was born. At that moment, I went from a young man who had become a husband to an expectant dad who then became a father. I physically felt my capacity for love grow as my heart swelled with pride at the sound of his first cry. I know that many young fathers have experienced something similar at the moment of their child's birth, a sense of awe that released a wave of love and pride within their hearts. The power of that moment in our lives as young fathers is important to maintain and build upon, as it is a foundation stone for much of what will follow later.
Non-involved dads.
Now I know that for some men this important life event is merely a blip on the computer monitor of life, and they believe that it is more of a nuisance for them personally, rather than a blessing. In many cases, these men had no intention of being committed in their relationship with the mother of their child. To them, it was just another sexual encounter as they sowed their wild oats. To these men, the child that is born is merely a problem and a responsibility that they did not look forward to as a man, and now often seek to avoid. The main obstacle that they face in enjoying the experience of fatherhood is that they have not had that moment of connecting with their child. I believe that each man has within him the capacity to connect with their child, but it is an experience that our hearts must be open to as men first. This connection can potentially come at any time if we as a man truly desire to be involved in the life of the child we have helped create.
The calling of fatherhood.
Without a doubt, one of the greatest things we can ever do on this earth is to become a father. Ever since creation, men have been experiencing the joy of transforming from being single to becoming a married couple, then transforming again from a married couple to becoming a family. This is the pathway through adulthood and maturity that we as men are destined to follow, a road that has been prepared for us by our loving Heavenly Father. There is a high calling to fatherhood that God places upon us as men. It is a timeless vocation to stand in the place of leader and protector of your family. We as men need to understand that as a God-given calling, it also comes with the empowerment or the ability to perform it. God never asks us to do something without giving us the ability to do what He requires. The calling into fatherhood is a sign that God trusts you with the most precious items to be found in this world, namely our children. Thankfully, God doesn't just leave us to work it all out ourselves, but has placed His guidance for fathers in His written word, the Bible. Many men, including myself, have found help and wisdom through the development of a lifestyle of daily Bible reading and prayer. Our Heavenly Father knew that each child born would need a protector to watch over them, a carer to love them, a teacher to inform them, and a shepherd to guide them in life. These roles have been delegated widely to both parents, but are far more effectively accomplished when a father is deeply committed and involved in the life of the child. Great dads believe in the calling of fatherhood, and because they believe, they are also willing to fully invest themselves in the pursuit of becoming the best father they can be. Fatherhood is not merely a responsibility that we have to carry, it is an honorable calling that we have been entrusted with, and it is up to us as fathers to rise to the challenge God Himself has set before us.